Okay, I'm just setting up the live stream. I won't be long. Okay, so on a second screen alongside the computer, I'm going to pull up my start procedure for the 850. I've linked it in the notes of the video as well. So this is the Black Square TBM 850 in Flight Simulator 2024. Let's go and check volume levels as well. Make sure everything's looking okay. It's looking fine so far. So yeah, this is the TBM 850 from Black Square in Flight Sim 2024. It was released, or the installer for it was released earlier this week. I've gone through the startup procedure once while rewriting the document, so this will be the second time. So hopefully I've not got any howling errors in the document, so we'll see how we get on. We're going to go and jump inside the airplane. Actually, before we do that, let's go and have a quick look on the map. So we are starting off from Marthas Vineyard, and we're going to go VOR hopping down the northeast coast of the US down towards Wilmington. Really just to see both how the aircraft operates, how easily we can navigate it, and also to have an opportunity to see the living world from SayIntentions. So this is the alpha of their GA aircraft injection into the simulator. So you can see that on the ground here. We've got lots of airplanes spawning around us. We've got birds flying past. We've got all sorts of things going on. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So let's go and get this airplane up and running, and then we can have a think about the route. First things first, I have filed the plan with SimBrief. I'm hoping to get it into the TDS GTN XI really easily by using the SimBrief downloader. So if I go and load this, and then latest flight plan, that's the correct flight plan, and we're going to have a quick look down. So we've got it going into the 146 and the TDS GTN XI, which is what we want. So we'll export the selected formats. It's going to complain about the 146 because it's not there. So that should give us, when we get the GTN XI up and running, the flight plan available to us really quickly and easily. So shift and 5 takes us overhead. We put the crash lever up, and we put the generator to main and source to bat. And external lights, we can go and put the nav light on. Oxygen can go to on, and then shift and 2 takes us down to the radio kit, and we go and put the radio master switch to on. Shall I turn the volume up inside the cockpit so you can get to hear any sounds that occur around the cockpit? So radio master switch is on. Fuel cell goes to auto. So that means it will choose between the fuel tanks automatically. Then we're going to go through engine start next. So looking over at the pedestal, I haven't checked my levers yet. Let's go and change them. Settings, controls. Thankfully they fixed this now. So we're going to go for basic, throttle and propeller. Save and back, resume. So now I've got propeller on that stick, power on that stick. I should have reverse as well with the button held down, and control obviously of the mouse of the mixture. So the first thing I need to do here then is put the propeller lever all the way forwards. Then back over on the co-pilot's side, we're going to put on the fuel section, that's up here, we're going to put the auxiliary boost pump to auto. And then shift and 5 comes back overhead, ignition to auto or middle, and then starter to on. So you will see the propeller start to gently turn. There it goes, and you'll see the NG creeping up. When the NG comes through 13%, we're going to move the fuel condition lever forwards to low idle. So there we go. So fuel gets injected, gets ignited, so the interturbine temperature goes through the roof and the propeller speed comes up. When we get to 50% NG, which we're just coming through now, we can go and turn off the starter. So starter was up here, so I can come off. And then the fuel condition can go to high idle as well. Let's go and boot up the GPS systems while we're here. It's a fairly quick process on this one. So while that's actually, let's go further through the plan until we got to a good point.
TOS system test OK.
So that's the TOS test coming out of the GTN XI. So shift and 5 takes us overhead. Gyro goes on. RMI, ADI2 and HSI2 go on. Then down on this side we've got the inertial separator can come on. EFIS master switch can go on, which is there. Set the initial climb altitude. We're only going to fly to about 2,500 feet today, so not much to do on that. Barometric pressure. Let's go press comma and watch this correct itself. Okay, shift and 2. We're going to go and put the bleed to auto, air conditioning to on, and set the cabin climb rate. So typically you just want the arrow to point upwards, but you can play with that if you're going to go into high altitude flight. It's a pressurized cabin, so okay. Make sure that transponder is on standby mode. It is. And then overhead for the external taxi lights. Here, we don't need taxi lights just yet. So we can see we've got some warnings. That's absolutely normal. So we've got the pitot heats aren't on yet, the stall heater isn't on yet, the inertial set is on, parking brake is on, and we're in beta on the engines. That's interesting. That means that's gone back too far, basically. So if we just edge the throttles forwards, they come out of beta. There we go. And you can see the tank selection is auto flip-flopping between left and right, which is really good. So if anybody's not seen the 850, it's amazing. So we got to get the choice in here of which radio kit you want to use. You get to choose your payload. So should we up the fuel a bit? I think we can do this while we're still in the aeroplane. It wouldn't hurt it too much, I don't think. Obviously we can put covers and things on or off the aeroplane, but this is the really lovely bit. You get to see what's going on with the engine and the electrical systems. If you click back down here, the tablet goes back away. Okay, and I think hidden in here is the damage. Yeah, so you got, if you've got any damage to the airplane, it will show up in here. Otherwise this becomes okay. We've got the, are you here? You're not hearing SayIntentions, are you? So let's go into headset. Is
up to 2,000, Baron 3 Alpha Mike.
okay. Hopefully this is going to work okay. So we're going to talk to ground. I'm hoping you're going to be able to hear this. I'm just going to keep an eye on the volumes, because I have no way of knowing if you can hear the radio transmissions. Should we go back to tower? Actually, let's do it this way. If we do... yeah, if we go back to ground and do a radio check. So I can key the microphone. Ground. TBM 850 Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, radio check please.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo Vineyard Ground Roger, reading you loud and clear.
Yeah, so they're far too loud for you, so I'm going to turn them down a bit. So that's working. I just want to make sure that you can hear them. That was really odd that they were coming out of the wrong speaker for me. Let's go and have a look where we are. We're just going visual for the beginning today, so we'll be taking off runway 24, so we'll be taxiing off to the right. So we'll get request taxi from ground to runway 24. Let's have a look at the map while we're doing that. Should we pull it up in Navigraph as well? Here we go. So we'll be going off along Alpha to runway 24, I would imagine. Ground, TBM 850, Golf Juliet, Bravo Echo Kilo, requesting taxi to runway 24.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, runway 24 taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, Bravo Echo Kilo. Okay, so we can just turn right and go off down to the runway. So let's go and put some of these other bits and pieces on. Pitot heater on, stall and pitot heater on, and then taxi light is going to be overhead. And there's our taxi light. We won't put the strobes on just yet.
Citation 1 Bravo Alpha, runway 33 taxi via Alpha.
Runway 33 taxi via Alpha, citation 1 Bravo Alpha.
About to clamp the truck with our wingtip, but can't do much about that in Flight Simulator, I'm afraid.
Vineyard Ground, Sierra 168 Delta Juliet, ready to taxi to parking.
November 168, Delta Juliet Marthas Vineyard Ground taxi to parking via Alpha, remain this frequency. Have a great day.
Parking remains this frequency. Have a great day. 8 Delta Juliet.
Oh, we were going to look at programming the flight plan, weren't we? I'll hold short before we go to the runway.
Delta, request taxi to parking.
Coming past the business parking down here, look. There was GA at the far end as well. So parking brake on, and we want to go and that's because we're gone into beta here. Look, so the flight plan, almost forgotten. So flight plan, menu, catalog, menu, import, and it should be here. It's this one, isn't it? KMV to KI. There we go. And activate the flight plan, and then come back out of here, get rid of the messages, come have a look at the map, and we should, when we zoom out on the map, see our magenta line, which is perfect. Okay, so we need to go and contact the tower now. Tower, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, holding short runway 24 for VFR departure to the west.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, Vineyard Tower, runway 24, winds 210 at 10, gusting 18. Cleared for takeoff. After takeoff, enter left downwind for a straight out departure to the west.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Bravo Echo Kilo.
Over to departure, Starship, 7 Delta Tango. Air Echo 1 Romeo, contact departure.
Going to 133.75, Carrera Echo 1 Romeo.
There's those geese again, flying over the runway. So, we need the landing lights on. Strobes on. That's interesting, look, it's doing the flashing between the two. We've got a warning. Because we've gone into beta again by accident, I need to go and change the throttle profile slightly for this aeroplane, I think. Gently rotate. Whoa. And gear up. Look at that wind pushing us. So, inertial separators don't need to be on anymore. Shall we do a quick circuit of the airfield that we've just left? This has to be one of my favourite aeroplanes in 2024, in 2020 or 2024. It is so good. So we're just going to do a quick
168
circuit.
Delta Juliet Vineyard Tower, descend and maintain 2000 fly, heading 275.
Right, 275, maintain 2000.
Just going to have a look at the airfield here at Marthas Vineyard before we disappear. We're only VFR, so coming back out towards our exit vector, if you want to call it that. So 2,500 feet or thereabouts, just descending. Let's pull it back up. Trying to trim the aeroplane along the way. It's quite wayward, this aeroplane. It likes to do what it wants to do. You have to fight it sometimes, which is really cool, good fun. Right, we're at 2,500 feet. Let's go and turn out to the west. I know we didn't follow instruction there from the tower. I was more interested in just having a look at the airport. And we're only VFR anyway. So landing lights can come off. We're not commercial traffic. We don't have to have them on all day. Taxi lights off.
Sierra 4 November Mike, short of 33, ready for departure. Sierra 4 November Mike, winds 210 at 10, gusting 18, runway 33, cleared for takeoff. 33, cleared for takeoff, Sierra 4 November Mike. TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Going to center, Bravo Echo Kilo, good day. Center, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, departing Marthas Vineyard, requesting flight following along the coast.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, unable to provide radar services at this time. No radar contact. Advise intentions or contact tower for departure clearance.
Requesting flight following, Bravo Echo Kilo. Center, TBM, Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, requesting flight following.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, flight following is on request. Squawk 1311 denied ident.
1311. He could have said that more clearly, couldn't he? Oops. Helps if you press the right button. Let's
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, radar contact. 11 northwest of Vineyard at 1800 feet. Marthas Vineyard altimeter 3003.
There we go. We have flight following, so they'll hand us off between the various sectors along our routes. So we can go and get the autopilot on now, if I can remember how to do it in this thing. The major modes are up here, aren't they? Along with the autopilot itself, but we haven't put the power on for the autopilot yet, so I have to remember where that is. Autopilot master. I didn't follow my own checklist, you see, and this is what happens. So autopilot master is on.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, contact Providence approach on 128.7.
Let's go and sort some things out first, though. Autopilot on. Heading mode on. Altitude mode on. And let's see what this does, because obviously we've descended below where we wanted to be. We want to be at 2,500 feet. So can we just... Oh, that's rather clever, isn't it? You can set vertical speed directly in here, but it doesn't set it here. So if we go... That's interesting. And it's not going to do it there, so we have to turn altitude hold off, I guess. And then arm this, is that correct? Engage vertical speed. I'd forgotten this actually works properly, unlike some of the other ones around. This is operating in VOR mode, and we want it in GPS mode for the moment.
New York Center, 2120, flight level 220.
We'll go there and switch over to 1287. Providence approach, TBM, Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo with you, climbing to 2,500 feet en route to Wilmington.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, Providence approach. Good morning, Gosnell altimeter 3000.
So we can go and adjust our altimeter to 3000 for them. Does it do that everywhere? I can never remember between the different aeroplanes. So this is showing just below 3000. There we go. So they do appear to be independent of each other. So this is climbing 500 feet a minute. So you can arm altitude capture, and you can set the engage on the vertical speed, which is as it should be. Take a note from that, Carinado. And a Sobo. So we are going VOR hopping just to give ourselves something to do. We're going in towards the Providence VOR at the moment. So frequency 11560. Let's go and tune nav 1. 11560. Transfer that to active.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, Providence approach. You're good to transition to Providence. Theodore Francis Green State Charlie airspace.
Just a mile away,
maintain current altitude. Remain this frequency.
This isn't just any bridge. It's a local landmark that connects the scenic town of Westport. Originally built in the early 19th century, it has seen numerous reconstructions.
Good to transition to Providence. Theodore Francis Green State Charlie airspace. Maintain current altitude. Remaining this frequency. Bravo Echo Kilo.
Kayaking in the Westport River below.
I may have to go and turn off the tour guide because she's going to get really annoying.
Fishermen from the past. It's a delightful piece of history nestled in nature.
So we are in heading mode at the moment. We can see we're pretty much going straight towards the VOR. So I'm going to go nav mode. Will it let us? Oh, maybe it hasn't picked it up.
Southwest 1050 contact Boston Center on 135.325.
Yes.
135.325 for Southwest 1050.
Why can... Oh, there we go. It's working now. I think that was operator error.
Boston Center, Southwest 1050 at 0.
Southwest 1050 radar contact. Southwest 1050 climb and maintain 17,000.
Climbing to 17,000, Southwest 1050.
So there's a business liner out ahead of us.
Very committed.
Flying across the bay.
58 Delta Golf, contact Boston approach on 124.1.
Contact Boston approach on 124.1.
We've climbed above 2,500 feet. Why did that happen? Why did it not capture 2,500? Interesting.
American 2046, say again your request or intention.
Oh, that'll be why. Vertical speed, and then set the vertical speed with that. Okay. How are we doing with the engine? Oh, torque is off the scale. So that's probably damaged the engine. If we go and have a look in the radar. No, it's still fine. We didn't do it for long enough to damage it. We're just pulling the torque back. Everything else is looking fine now. We can pull the propeller back probably, get it into the middle. So we're coming in towards Providence. It's been a while since I've flown this aeroplane, that's why I'm a little bit behind the aeroplane at the moment. Kind of chasing. Where do we find out the cabin temperatures over there? Look, 71, that's fine. Because we do get to control the cabin as well in this aeroplane fairly accurately. Flight directors are on. Does this have yaw dampers as well? Yes, it does. Not that it really needs them, but you are in 850 mode, Benjamin is telling me. So the torque can pass the orange limit, but not the red. Yeah.
Skyhawk 1 Tango Mike, contact Providence Tower on 120.7.
120.7.
So we want to, remember we're not on GPS navigation, so we're going to have to figure this out ourselves. We want to exit here on 244, so we'll go heading mode, and we'll go and pull it around to 244. Probably going to overshoot slightly, but we'll see.
American 1449,
and we'll bring the
direct
course round as
clear
well.
for the ILS runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain altitude 3000 until established.
Descending to 3000, cleared for the ILS 22 left approach.
Oh, we've
American
actually done it a little bit
1449.
early, so we'll straighten up.
Departure Beach Niner Bravo India 2000 for
And
4000.
bring the course back in.
Beach Niner Bravo India radar contact. Climb and maintain 1000.
We're less than a mile away though, look, so
Climb
it's going to
1000.
look,
Beach Niner
it's
Bravo
going to
India.
look worse than it is.
Climb and maintain 2000.
Up to 2000, Baron.
So
At our
let's
9
go
o'clock,
and
just a
press-
mile away, you'll spot the
American
charming
1449
This
contact Boston
isn't just
Tower
any
on
bridge, it's a
128.8.
local landmark that connects
I'm going to
the
have to
scenic
turn
town of
off
128.8
the
for
tour
American
guide.
Built in the early
1449.
19th century. It has seen numerous reconstructions, the latest being in the 21st century, to ensure it stands strong against the test of time.
Niner Bravo
It's a
India.
favorite
Departure Baron Niner Quebec X-ray 2000 for 4000.
Baron Niner Quebec X-ray radar contact. Altitude restrictions canceled. Maintain VFR.
Up to 1000 Baron Niner Quebec X-ray.
Okay, so we're holding 2,500 feet now, which is good. And we're on our way to the next VOR station. Let's have a look at
Baron
that.
9er, Quebec X-ray, climb and maintain 2000.
Close the...
Climbing to 2000, Baron 9er, Quebec X-ray.
So we're now on our way down towards the Groton VOR. So if you zoom in on this, 110.85.
Climbing to 2000, Beach 4 Charlie, November.
If you look at it in a little nav map, you can see it in a little bit clearer, and you can see obviously the traffic. So 110.85, what sort of range does it have? Overview. It has... Oh, actually, we're looking at the wrong thing. A range of 25 miles, so that's not good enough. We might as well stay on exiting the Providence VOR, which I think has an enormous range. 130 miles, yeah. So we'll stay on it for a while until we get really close to the next one. So you can see that coming in on the map. And you can see the other traffic around, which is really cool. All the little black triangles.
Monsoon, 7 Alpha Golf, contact Providence departure on 123.675.
Contact Providence departure on 123.675, 77 Alpha Golf.
Cool. Should we have a look outside? We are zooming along, aren't we? Is a beast, isn't it? So there's an aircraft right in front of us. Should we have a look on little nav map? Find out what altitude. So he's 500 feet higher than us, and it's going to be about 3 miles off our left wing at the point we pass him, I think. So not too much to worry about. It's tempting to wind the time back. It's a bit of a cloudy day, isn't it? But yeah, if we can get it into twilight or evening hours, then obviously you'll see the nav lights of the other aeroplanes as they go whizzing past. In the daytime it's much more difficult to spot them. So did I just completely miss? Yeah, I missed the autopilot master. It was in my checklist, I just didn't look, which was rather clever of me. Should we go and put this? So this is on, but obviously it's not showing anything. Stab off.
Departure citation 9er Lima November 2000 for 4000.
Citation 9er Lima November, radar contact, climb and maintain 0.
Up to 0, citation 9er Lima November.
Whatever happened to the weather today, hey? Center TBM, Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo requesting higher.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, climb and maintain requested altitude.
Requesting 5,000 feet, Bravo Echo Kilo.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, climb and maintain 5,000 feet.
Climbing to 5,000 feet, Bravo Echo Kilo. we have to arm it, don't we? And then engage vertical speed mode, and it will go and do it. I just wanted to get above the cloud, so we're not looking at a white screen for the next 20 minutes. Should we have a look on Navigraph and see if it's got this weather anticipated? So we can pull up weather, can't we? I always forget how to do this. So we want to pull this down to 5,000. Let's change the screen here to VFR.
Southwest 2461,
So
radar contact.
it's not showing the low-level cloud we're seeing here. It's obviously showing rain clouds and stuff over to the northwest. And nothing here, which I don't quite believe. Should we go and have a look at windy.com, which will be accurate to the real world right now. windy.com. And then where are we? Up here. We've just left. Are we coming past? So yeah, this is not showing the cloud at low level anyway. Satellite picture. Oh, there it is. Lots of wispy cloud, which is what we're seeing.
Departure, Husky 2 Foxtrot Romeo, 2000 for 4000.
So much for VFR.
Husky 2 Foxtrot Romeo, radar contact, climb and maintain 1000. Climb 1000, Husky 2 Foxtrot Romeo. Foxtrot Romeo, climb and maintain 2000. 2000, Husky 2 Foxtrot Romeo.
Okay.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, contact Providence approach on 125.75.
Contacting Providence approach 125.75. Bravo Echo Kilo, good day. Providence approach, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo with you at 5,000 feet.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, Providence approach. Good morning, Mystic altimeter 3000.
Still correct. Okay, should we try and get the flight plan onto here as well, so we can cheat a little bit? We can go copy to the clipboard from Little Nav Map, and then we can open the browser, go to planner.flightsimulator.com. and sign in with Xbox, and yes, it's me, even though I told you that yesterday, you've now forgotten it. And then we can go to route, and we can paste our route in here. And that's completely ignored unless we save that. Does it redraw on a save? I can never remember. Yeah, there it goes.
Husky 2 Foxtrot Romeo, direct Providence. Cleared for the RNAV runway 16 approach until established.
It's saying that one of the waypoints is missing, but that's fine.
Foxtrot Romeo.
VFR, and then we'll save that in the simulator, save new plan. So the trick we're playing here is we should then be able to go in the tablet, go to the flight planner in the built-in simulator EFB, and open the flight plan, load from the web, that's the one, download it, and then we can send that to the Avionics, and it should appear on here. Oh, it's done it on that one. That's interesting.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, Providence approach, maintain VFR altitudes.
How on earth do we respond to that? We can't go VFR because we are I wonder if SayIntentions handles VFR turning into IFR. Center TBM 850 Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo. Can we change to an IFR flight plan?
Give me 1 second for that clearance. TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, this flight plan is VFR. I can't use it for IFR.
Center TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo requesting that we maintain at 5,000 feet while we have cloud. So we're just coming up to the turn here and we've overshot it, so let's go turn
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, maintain 5,000 feet as requested.
Maintaining 5,000 as requested, thank you. Bravo Echo Kilo. So 250 we want, wasn't it? No. Actually, we want more like 300 now to come back across our course. So we'll go to heading mode. We'll go 290 and see what that looks like. Yeah, it wants 300, doesn't it? And maybe we'll put it onto GPS tracking, then we don't have to concentrate on flying so much. So the next VOR, what's the range on it? Madison, 40 miles. Yeah, that'd be good. 110.4. Let's do it. Turn the course round to point at the VOR. And we wanted to be on this radial, so 282 degrees. So 282 is about there. We're on an intercept with it anyway, we know that, we can see that happening. And we'll just go nav mode, I guess, and it should keep going in a fairly straight line and just bring it in gently. The only reason I'm VOR
TBM Bravo
is to give
Echo
us
Kilo,
something to do.
verify your squawking 7221, mode Charlie.
Squawking 7221, Bravo Echo Kilo.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, radar contact, 4 east of Mile Creek Airport at 4900 feet, Old Lime altimeter 29907.
Did they ask for that earlier and I didn't do it? No, they didn't. So that was them asking, really. So 2997.
Cessna Hotel Victor Bravo, contact Boston Center on 135.325.
Frequency change 135.325. Hotel Victor Bravo.
Okay. Now we're coming out of this bank of cloud now, so we could request descent back down to 2500. Let's do it. Center TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo requesting descent to 2,500 feet.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, descend and maintain 2500 feet, altimeter 29907.
Descending at 2,500 feet, Bravo Echo Kilo. That was interesting then, so that loading the data put it into this one but not this one. It's annoying, isn't it? I guess we could spend a couple of minutes doing it. So we've gone to from gone, so flight plan, push, roll, click, GON. It's the Groton, Northeast USA, VOR. And then we're going on to Madison, MAD. Enter. Then a BDR, or Bravo Delta Romeo. It's the Bridgeport.
Departure Bonanza 7 Alpha Bravo 2000 for 4000. Bonanza 7 Alpha Bravo, radar contact, altitude restrictions cancelled, maintain VFR.
And then FEMDU, we're going to go over
Zero, Bonanza 7 Alpha Bravo.
The beeping you just heard was us approaching
Departure,
our target altitude.
700 2000 for 4000.
So we just have a quick look, make sure
Moxie
it's going to
700,
stop
radar
descending.
contact, climb and maintain 11 1000.
Up to 11 1000, Moxie 700.
Departure Skyhawk 403, Whiskey Hotel.
Anyway,
Skyhawk 403,
so
Whiskey Hotel, Providence
we don't need to
departure,
put
radar
all of
contact.
these in. We'll go to Vezi, or actually we could go straight out to Cole, couldn't we?
Roger, Skyhawk 403, Whiskey Hotel.
So Charlie Oscar Lima. Enter. Clear. 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 What happened there? We've broken it.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo. Contact New York approach on 124.075.
Contacting New York approach 124.075. Bravo Echo Kilo. Good day. New York approach. TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo with you. 2,500 feet en route to Wilmington.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo. New York approach. Good morning, Chester altimeter 29907.
After Cole, we are going to GXU, if I can get the focus back on the right application. GXU, Maguire. Then after that one, we are going to
Tyboom Golf
the
Juliet Bravo Echo
destination,
Kilo, New
which
York
is Golf
approach. Traffic
Vortex.
at your 12 o'clock, 3 miles. Same altitude Skywagon.
So DQO. Wilmington, there we go. So if we press flight plan now, we can see it on this one as well. Isn't that amazing when that works? So we want to set the active leg name. So menu, no, flight plan. En route to Madison, menu, enter. There we go. So that should all change in a moment, and we've just about got time to go do our next leg change direction. Trying to fit everything in. Where are we looking? We're going to overshoot again, aren't we? 258 degrees. Let's go heading mode and go 258 degrees, which is that way. Except we're going to need 250 because we're going to need to correct for the overshoot. And let's set this to 258 as well. So you can see what we're doing here. We're just coming back in on a nice shallow angle. And then put nav mode back on. And the aeroplane will bank in gently towards the CDI, which is sweeping in as we speak. Good. So we now have both systems working. So we've got the GTN XI with the flight plan. We've also got the GNS 530 working. We can put this on the first of H mode, and it gives us broadly the same screen look. It's quite clever. So let's increase the range on that and see what it can see. How similar actually is it? That's almost the same thing it's showing you, isn't it? Yeah, that range. So that's
Bonanza 7 Alpha
about
Bravo,
20
contact
years of
Suffolk Tower
development
on
right there.
125.3. 125.3 for Bonanza 7 Alpha Bravo.
So where was the Skywagon then? Presumably that's him over there. Cessna 185. Yeah, 2,300 feet. We're going a fair bit faster than him. Okay, so now we've done our bit of navigation, we can go and have a look outside. And it's a bit murky outside, isn't it? A bit misty.
Skywagon 6 X-ray Alpha contact Meriden Markham Tower on 123.05.
What is the outside air temperature?
123.05 for Skywagon 6 X-ray Alpha.
So it's on the door in this thing, I can't remember. Nope, that's one of the other black squares. That's the inside temperature. Where's the external temperature? It's not behind here, is it? Nope. But there's the... Oh, we could go and put the DME on there, hey? Is there anything hidden around here? Oh, there we go. It was behind the yoke. There's 71 degrees outside, it's lovely.
Approach Cirrus 45 Charlie with you. Just taking off from New Haven, 2200 for 7,000. Like to pick up IFR. Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Did I set some altitude as your squawk for a VFR? No.
JetBlue 1869 contact New York Center on 128.675.
128.675 for JetBlue 1869. Good day.
Okay, so we're on our way on to the next VOR, which is the one at Bridgeport, and it has a range of 40 miles, which we're easily inside now. So 108.8, let's go switch over to it, shall we? So easy way to do that, go heading mode, or line the heading bug up, go heading mode, then we can play with the radio. So we wanted 108.8. 10880, transfer to active, and you can see, there we go. And then just go back to nav mode again. And the aeroplane will make any correction it needs to. It's interesting how they're slightly different from each other, isn't it? And we're going to go GPS mode to fly down the Hudson. I've put some waypoints in. But we'll fly away from the Bridgeport VOR by hand, but we're going off towards Femdu. So it should be fairly straightforward. So Dazza is saying he's downloaded 5 of my startup procedures and is finding them really useful. It's good to hear, thank you. They are very much starting points, really. They don't do everything, so you can embellish them with lots of other checks and things that you might do in the real aircraft. But yeah, they point out the obvious and doing things in more or less the right order. There's method to the madness. Quite often they're based on the official plans, and if there wasn't any documentation with the aeroplane, I've gone and looked at the real ones online. So I've gone and scouted the internet to find the real pilot operating handbooks with the standard procedures. Just remembered, I think Monza qualifying starts.
Cessna 427, contact Bradley departure on 127.8.
Might have to put it up on a second screen. So
Contact Bradley departure on 127.8, Cessna 427.
Centurion 4 Kilo Romeo, climb and maintain 2000. Climbing to 2000, Centurion 4 Kilo Romeo.
Okay, so we're just about to come up to the VOR here. We're going to change course to 272
Sierra 1
degrees.
Bravo Tango, contact Republic Tower on 118.8. 118.8 for Sierra 1 Bravo Tango.
And we'll go to nav mode. Actually, let's leave it on heading mode because we're going to switch back to GPS. So it's GPS mode, and then we go nav mode with GPS, and we'll follow the track which will take us down the Hudson River. So you can see we're going to scoot across and then come back in. So I'll show you that on the map. We go right the way down the river at 2,500 feet. Whoa, what's happening with the airplane?
Sync. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull
Something's
up.
gone seriously wrong. So I'm just retrimming it. The autopilot has jammed the trims massively out. So I'm just fixing that. Something went seriously wrong then.
New York approach, 216 Delta Kilo at 2,000 feet. Cirrus 216 Delta Kilo New York approach, negative radar contact. Please verify your squawking 5362 and your transponder is set to mode C. 5362, 6 Delta Kilo.
Zoom in back to where we were.
6 Delta Kilo radar contact. New Haven altimeter
What on
29901.
earth was going on with that? I had to go full stick deflection to get it to recover. First thing I did was dump the throttle so we didn't have any runaway airspeed shenanigans. So people are asking what did I do. First of all, I put the joystick control in, which dumped the autopilot. So obviously if you fight the autopilot, I'll show you, look. Autopilot's on, I'm going to go and force it so it's suddenly released. So that's what I did in those first few seconds. I basically put the opposite. It was recover. In a textbook, it would be called recovery from an unusual attitude. So we looked up and didn't see the ground the right way up. So you look at what's the fastest way to get the nose back, and obviously look at the airspeed as well, and pull the throttle back immediately to give yourself more time, so you don't just go screaming into the ground with the wings falling to pieces. But I don't know what caused it. So we're on the magenta track here, which is the current leg. The course isn't far away. Let's engage the autopilot again and go nav mode. And we're only at 2,300
JetBlue
feet.
2220, direct Nyack. Cleared for the RNAV
So-
Yankee runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain altitude 2,000 until established.
So we're told it to climb at 500 feet a
Descending to
minute to get to
2,000 cleared for the
2,500,
RNAV Yankee
and then it
22
should
left
go to
approach,
altitude
JetBlue
hold, which it's
2220.
already done. So it should wind out the climb rate as it gets to 2,500, and it's doing it. So it's behaving again now. Maybe I did something, maybe a bug, I don't know. I have been kind of forcing it through different modes and things like
Frontier
that.
Flight 4348, direct Castle. Cleared for the RNAV
So-
Z runway 22 approach. Descend and maintain 3,000 until established.
We haven't had any further instructions. So
Descending to 3,000, cleared for the RNAV. Z22 approach, Frontier Flight 4348.
let's just have a quick look and see if we have damaged the airplane at all along the way. No, we're still at 100% on the engine condition. So that maybe I haven't got damage switched on. Let's have a look.
Roger.
Failures.
221 request sent to 3,000.
Global failure rate, real time.
United 221 descend and maintain 3000 altimeter 2944 at White Plains.
New York approach, Endeavor 4986, 10,000.
Endeavor 4986, radar contact. JetBlue 2220, contact Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
That's all looking fine.
Switching to Kennedy Tower on 119.1 JetBlue 2220.
Frontier Flight 4348, contact LaGuardia Tower on 118.7.
It's busy on the radio, isn't it?
118.7 for Frontier Flight 4348, good day.
Endeavor 4986, direct damps. Cleared for the RNAV, X runway 22 approach. Descend and
So
maintain
we're just coming
2500
into
until
some
established.
super busy airspace here.
Descending to 2500, cleared for the RNAV, X22 approach, Endeavor
So what
4986.
altitude? I'm presuming I'm going to say it's sea level, but is it?
Alaska 623, contact Boston Center on 126.275.
So I'm trying to find anything that's alongside. I guess LaGuardia is as good as any, isn't it? So what is this?
Endeavor 4986, contact LaGuardia Tower on 118.7.
8 feet, yeah. So everything is at sea level.
4986.
Sierra 9er Bravo Victor, climb and maintain 2000.
Up to 2000 Sierra 9er Bravo Victor.
Because what I'm going to do is
TDM
request
Bravo,
descent
Echo Kilo,
to
contact New York
1500
approach
feet
on
along the Hudson.
120.8.
That was a bit of an adventure, wasn't it, for a few moments there with the guidance going wrong? It could have been me. I could have kicked a controller or something, which would have kicked out the autopilot as well. And then it started barreling into the floor. At
Alaska
speed.
623, contact New York Center on 128.675.
I'm sure somebody will go back through the video and diagnose what I did or didn't do.
Delta 71, contact New York Center on 133.15.
133.15 for Delta 71. Good day.
Cessna 8 Lima Alpha, contact Bridgeport Tower on 120.9er.
120.9er. 798 Lima Alpha.
Whiskey Yankee Quebec, contact New York approach on 125.7.
125.7 New York approach, Whiskey Yankee Quebec.
Okay, so what's the name of the airfield we're about to fly over the top of? Westchester County. I still haven't managed to get Monza up on the second screen. I've been so busy fighting the aeroplane.
39, contact New York Center on 125.325.
So you can see the Hudson coming up ahead of us.
For Rouge 1639, good day.
As soon as we get over the Hudson, I will request lower.
Cessna 8 Foxtrot India 2000 for 4000.
Cessna 8 Foxtrot India, radar contact, maintain VFR at or below 0.
Climb 0, Cessna 8 Foxtrot India.
Delta 625, contact New York Center on 128.675.
128.675, D Delta 625.
Delta 2744, direct Nyack. Cleared for the RNAV Yankee runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain altitude 2000 until established.
Down to 2000, cleared for the RNAV Yankee 22 left approach, Delta 2744. Departure Baron 8 Zulu X-ray 2000 for 4000.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, contact New York approach on 120.8. Delta 2019, contact Boston Center on 126.275.
Contacting New York approach 120.8 TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo. Good day. New York approach, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo with you, 2,500 feet, approaching the Hudson.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo New York approach. Good morning, White Plains, altimeter 29904. Smooth 84 Juliet, contact Kennedy approach on 125.7.
Contacting Kennedy approach on 125.7. Good evening, 84 Juliet.
Blue 2818 information Foxtrot picking up IFR to Palm Beach.
So we should be making our turn
Type
fairly
Golf Juliet
soon.
Bravo Echo Kilo New York approach. Traffic at your 12 o'clock, 3 miles. Same altitude, Barron. Citation 9er Alpha Juliet, contact Teterboro Tower on 119.5.
Switching to Teterboro Tower on 119.5 and citation 9er Alpha Juliet.
Delta 2744, contact Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Okay, here goes our turn.
119.1, Delta 2744. Departure Endeavour 5361, 2000 for 4000.
Endeavour 5361, radar contact. Climb and maintain 9,000.
So you can see, look, it's putting the altitudes on the aircraft, so you can see if they're below us.
JetBlue 2695, contact New York Center on 133.15. 133.15 for JetBlue 2695.
So who are we talking to again? New York approach. New York approach, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo requesting descent to 1,500 feet along the Hudson.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, descend and maintain 1500 feet.
Descending 1500 feet, Bravo Echo Kilo. So let's come down at 1,000 feet a minute. Arm it, vertical speed mode, and down we go. Just to get a better view, really. Shall we bring the range in?
Departure Spirit Wings 1177, 2000 for 4000.
Spirit Wings 1177, radar contact. Climb and maintain 12-1-2000.
Here comes the
Climb
city.
12-1-2000, Spirit Wings 1177.
Spirit Wings 1177, contact New York departure on 125.7.
There's not many other aircraft around.
125.7.
What is that?
Spirit Wings 1177. New York departure, Spirit Wings 1177 at 0.
Spirit Wings 1177, radar contact.
Theory 33, contact Kennedy approach on 125.7.
Kennedy approach on 25.7 for Theory 33. Good day.
So we're 1,500 feet, whistling in towards New York City, or Manhattan, I guess, coming down the Hudson. On the autopilot, following the flight plan. Sit this up to one side for a moment and put the camera about there so you get a nice view of everything on the way.
White Plains Tower, 60 Julia Mike, left downwind for runway 29er, left touch and go.
Piper 60 Juliet Mike, New York approach, roger.
New York approach, good morning. Piper 60 Juliet Mike, 2,100. Looking for IFR clearance to Montauk Park. That's filed.
Piper 60 Juliet Mike, New York approach I. Wasn't able to find an IFR flight plan for you. Sim brief responded error. No flight plan on file for the specified user.
New York approach, Delta 513, 10,000.
Delta 513, radar contact.
Cloudy old day, isn't it?
79, contact Boston Center on 126.275.
126.275 for JetBlue 279.
So, being asked in the live stream, is anyone else finding ground textures of Blaria at 5,000 feet? No, you can see it's fine here.
Direct to Zico. Cleared for the RNAV Zulu runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain altitude 3,000 until established.
Down to 3,000, cleared for the RNAV Zulu 22 left approach, Sun Country 233.
Voyager 1 Echo Victor, climb and maintain 2,000.
Up to 2,000, Voyager 1 Echo Victor.
New York approach, Brickyard 4669, 15,000.
Brickyard 4669, radar contact.
Ellis Island.
Sun Country 233, contact Newark Liberty Tower on 118.3.
118.3, Sun Country 233.
Spirit Wings 1177, contact New York Center on 125.325.
125.325 for Spirit Wings 1177. Good day.
Skymaster 1 Foxtrot Charlie, climb and maintain 2,000. Climbing 2,000, Skymaster 1 Foxtrot Charlie. Delta 3058, contact Boston Center on 124.525.
124.525 for Delta 3058, good day.
New York approach, TBM, Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo, requesting climb to 2,500 feet.
Copy that. Currently we're on the last vector you gave us, heading 025. Just vector us when you're ready for us to turn again.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, climb and maintain 2,500 feet.
Climbing 2,500 feet, Bravo Echo Kilo. I'll leave this on GPS for a moment while we're departing.
Delta 3058, direct Spady. Direct Spady, Delta 3058. Delta 513, contact LaGuardia Tower on 118.7.
118.7, Delta 513.
Brickyard 4669, contact LaGuardia Tower on 118.7.
118.7, Brickyard 4669.
Delta 3058, contact NI radar area center on 128.5.
128.5, Ye, Delta 3058.
Okay, so we're heading out of the city towards...
Dashport 2124, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climbing to 16,000, dashport 2124.
So it's the Colts Neck VOR, 40-mile range,
128.3.
which we're well within, 11540.
Switching to Washington Center on 128.3, Spirit Wings 1177.
So let's go and center the heading bug up.
Contact
Put
San Juan
ourselves on
Oceanic Center on
heading mode.
121.7.
Change the nav source over to
1.70 Delta
VOR1 and swing the course around. What did we want to be on? 209 degrees. Which we
United
are.
1822 contact
So then
New
go
York
back
Center
to
on
nav mode and it should
125.325.
track the VOR with a bit of luck.
Over to New York Center on 125.325 to United 1822.
JetBlue 157, climb and maintain flight level 290.
So you can see if there's any aeroplanes near us. There's somebody behind us 400 feet above us.
Delta 409
Another one
contact
500 feet below us, just across the bay.
125.325 for Delta 409.
This one's doing 210
November,
knots.
climb
What
and
is
maintain
it?
2000.
It's a citation.
Climbing to 2000, business liner 9 Kilo November.
Jazz
Why
822
is
contact
that?
New York Center on 125.325.
It's an Airbus. He's only at 1700 feet. What's he doing? Behind us over here we have a C336. What's that? There's a business liner behind us. They seem to be very popular with the AI. There's probably only a few of them left in the world, but they are numerous in Flight Simulator.
Departure United 548 2000 for 4000.
United 548, radar contact, climb and maintain 12-1-2000.
Climb 12-1-2000, United 548.
Spirit Wings 1177, contact New York Center on 133.5.
Over to New York Center on 133.5. Spirit Wings 1177.
That guy should have done voiceovers.
JetBlue 279, contact New York Center on 128.675.
So you can see we're coming in
128.675 for JetBlue 279.
Rouge 1651,
the
contact New York
Colts
Center
VOR.
on 125.325.
125.325 here, Rouge 1651.
We depart at 239 degrees.
1822, contact
So should we do
Washington
that
Center on
before we get there?
128.3.
So for anyone who doesn't know about this, if we go 239,
for United 1822. Good day.
what you'll see
United 548,
is the
contact
aeroplane.
New York departure on
So I've just said
125.7.
to go, if I draw this line here,
For United 548.
to go that direction.
United 548
So
at
look,
0.
it's braking before it gets to
United
it,
548,
to get
radar
onto
contact.
that radial.
Sierra 2 Tango Hotel, climb and maintain 2000.
Climbing to 2000, Sierra 2 Tango Hotel.
JetBlue 279,
I always think it's just
contact Washington
fascinating
Center on
that it's that clever.
128.3.
Switching to Washington Center on 128.3, JetBlue 279.
So you'll see the aeroplane swing in towards the VOR as we come through it.
Brickyard 4511, radar contact.
Got very far to go now. So, where are we right at the moment? Over the top of Shrewsbury. It would be called Shrewsbury in the UK. I'm not sure if the US people call it Shrewsbury or Shrewsbury, but it would be Shrewsbury in the UK.
Radar contact, climb and maintain 7000.
The original town is called Shrewsbury anyway.
Spirit Wings 1177, contact Washington Center on 133.125.
Over to Washington Center on 133.125, Spirit Wings 1177.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, contact McGuire approach on 126.475.
Contacting Maguire approach 126.475. Bravo Echo Kilo, good day. Maguire approach, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo with you 2,500 feet, flight following to Wilmington. See, this is interesting. Look, we're flying over the top.
TBM Golf Juliet
What's
Bravo
it done?
Echo Kilo McGuire approach. Good morning, Homedale
It's
altimeter
gone to roll
2994.
That might be what it did earlier, you know.
661 contact New York Center on 125.325.
125.325, DC Blue Street 5661.
So we actually want to be going
Departure, Baron 9er Yankee Kilo
239
for 4,000.
Every flight's a test flight with me.
Baron 9er Yankee Kilo, radar contact, maintain VFR at or below 1,000.
So when we saw the strangeness earlier, it could have been while I was doing something else. We flew over the VOR, and therefore it went roll hold, but at a crazy angle.
Contact New York Center on 125.325.
And that would maybe, I don't know.
For Frontier Flight 3347.
We're supposed to be leaving here, aren't we, at 239? And we're not
Kilo,
doing that.
climb and maintain 2,000.
Oh! What is this silly machine doing?
2,000, Baron 9er Yankee Kilo.
239. Let's go, Nav. It was ignoring the heading bug then, wasn't it? What's the wind doing? Does that? Oh yeah, it's 24 knot wind. That might account for some of it.
American 710 contact New York Center on 133.15.
So what about the Vortec here at McGuire Wrightstown?
133.15 for American 710.
40 mile range, we're easily within it. So 11060. There we go, 21 miles to run. We're on the beam.
Departure,
But
United
it's
571,
dropped, obviously because we changed
4,000.
frequencies, it dropped the
United
guidance.
571, radar contact, climb and maintain
And now,
10,000.
of course, because we've turned right there, the wind
United
basically...
571.
Yeah, the wind caused us... No, that's it turned the wrong way, didn't it? It just went to roll hold and started to go to turn on its right-hand side, which is really odd. You'd think it might have weathercocked into the wind, but it was going the opposite way. You know, all other things being equal and no control inputs, when it lost guidance, you'd think it might have just started to weathercock, but it didn't. So yeah, in case anybody's watching, I know there's a conversation going on about this. Usually, if you're doing VOR hopping with
Good day.
the nav radios, you would go heading mode as you pass over the VOR, because otherwise the airplane will just go to roll hold as it loses the signal, or as it.
Cleared for the RNAV.
The danger is as you get close to the VOR, the CDI.
2900 until established.
I'll wait for them to stop. As you get close to the
Descending
VOR,
to
the
2900,
CDI.
cleared for the RNAV X-ray, 22 left approach, JetBlue 2786.
The CDI will swing out to one side and cause the guidance to try and chase it.
United 571, radar contact.
This is really odd, isn't it? Look at this.
United 571, contact New York Center on 127.175.
What is going on? Look at the control inputs it's putting in.
175 for United 571. Good day.
Departure, Spirit Wings 1166, 2,000 for 4,000.
Side-slipping.
Spirit Wings
Enormous.
1166,
This is what happened earlier.
Maintain 12,
This is a bug. Okay, let's kill the autopilot. Look at that. That's a bug.
JetBlue 2786, contact Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Okay, we'll fly back.
119.1 for JetBlue 2786.
Spirit Wings 1166, contact New York departure on 125.7.
Let's turn all the autopilot modes
125.7
off.
for Spirit Wings 1166. Good day.
United
We'll just fly back
571,
home,
contact Washington Center on 133.55. Over to Washington Center on 133.55, United 571.
Bring it back up to 2,500
New York departure,
feet.
Spirit Wings 1166 at 0.
Spirit Wings 1166, radar contact.
Actually do some flying for
United
change.
571, proceed direct FANFO. Direct FANFO, United 571. United 571, contact Atlanta Center on 126.775. 126.775 for United 571. Good day.
I don't think it isn't a maintenance issue because we started the flight with a brand new out of the factory aeroplane. It had never been flown anywhere before. We've seen a couple of guidance issues like that, where it went slightly off the deep end.
United 571, contact Memphis Center on 134.775. 134.775 for United 571. Southwest 4453, contact New York Center on 133.5.
Switching to New York Center on 133.5, Southwest 4453.
United 571, contact Houston Center on 134.425.
So we're going to pass McGuire Field.
134.425 for United 571. Good day. American 873, contact Washington Center on 128.3.
Over to Washington Center on 128.3, American 873.
Departure, Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform 2000 for 4000.
Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform, radar contact, climb and maintain 1000.
1000, Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform.
I just realised we haven't got a co-pilot. Is that an option? It says here we have.
Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform, climb and maintain 2000.
Climbing to 2000, Bonanza 2 Sierra Uniform.
This doesn't want to go slower, does
United
it?
571, 1000.
Yeah, we should have had a pilot then. Look, it
United
hasn't appeared.
571, radar
Maybe
contact.
there are a few little bugs here and there.
Station Air 7 Uniform Tango, climb and maintain 2000.
Up to 2000, Station Air 7 Uniform Tango.
Turn left heading 002, descend and maintain 2000, expect visual approach, runway 24 at Lakeland, American 2643.
American 2643, altitudes at your discretion.
Here is 459, when it hitting 135, 4000 down to 3000.
Cirrus 459 McGuire approach, roger.
Okay, does this mean we're going to have some serious winds going on at Wilmington? We could straight line it from here, couldn't we? Seeing as we're going VFR anyway. Measure distance from. So if we go 259 degrees.
Departure, citation 1 Kilo Tango 2000 for 4000.
Citation 1 Kilo Tango, radar contact, climb and maintain 1000.
Climb 1000, citation 1 Kilo Tango.
Citation 1 Kilo Tango, contact Philadelphia departure on 123.8.
Over to Philadelphia departure on 123.8, citation 1 Kilo Tango. Philadelphia departure, citation 1 Kilo Tango at 0.
Citation 1 Kilo Tango, radar contact. Citation 1 Kilo Tango, direct me hand, cleared for the RNAV runway 15, approach, descend and maintain altitude 3000 until established.
So, if we just go and
down to 3000, cleared for the RNAV 15 approach, citation 1 Kilo Tango.
Crusader 9er Oscar Oscar, climb and maintain 2000.
Climbing to 2000, Crusader 9er Oscar.
When we get within 20 miles, we'll give a call into the tower.
Contact New York Center on 127.175.
127.175, Spirit Wings 1166.
Departure, Station Air 5 Sierra Mike 2000 for 4000.
Station Air 5 Sierra Mike, radar contact, climb and maintain 1000.
Climb 1000, Station Air 5 Sierra Mike.
Station Air 5 Sierra Mike, climb and maintain 2000.
It's a good opportunity actually to see if we're doing a direct to, how do we do this on here? So if we go back to here, flight plan.
Turning right heading 250, altitude Delta.
Skyhawk 23 Delta, contact Atlantic City approach on 134.25.
Wrong button.
New York approach, Delta 1854, 15,000.
Delta 1854,
directives
radar
here,
contact.
isn't it? Idiot. Activate. There we go. I always forget that it's a hardware button on most systems. So, counting it down then, we've got 45 miles.
JetBlue 1160 contact New York Center on 133.5.
133.5 for JetBlue 1160. Good day.
Delta 1854, direct Rosley, cleared for the ILS runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain altitude 3000 until established.
Down to 3,000, cleared for the ILS 22 left approach, Delta 1854.
That was the missing waypoint then on the 530. It didn't have the VCN, what's the name of it? Vineland Downston. So we want a couple of degrees to the left to account for the wind.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo, Echo Kilo McGuire approach, contact Philadelphia approach on 123.8. Delta 1854, contact Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Switching to Kennedy Tower on 119.1 E, Delta 1854.
It's not turning. There's the bug look.
Climb and maintain flight level 250.
It's banking the wings and
flight level
putting opposite rudder
Spirit
in.
Wings 1166.
And holding the side slip instead of turning. How interesting. Which way's the wind from? It's off our left nose. That's the weirdest thing ever. It's almost like it's inputting right rudder as well as left bank. How odd.
JetBlue 1160, contact Washington Center on 128.3.
Switching to Washington Center on 128.3, JetBlue 1160.
So everyone's shouting, or somebody's shouting down there, it's because I'm using CDI. It's nothing to do with that. I'm using heading mode. CDI controls whether we're using radio navigation or GPS navigation. I'm using neither. This is using heading mode and it's not doing it, look. It's holding off. It's holding the nose to the right. And it's getting worse. You can see it actually edging the nose further and further to one side.
Cessna 7 India Tango, contact Wings Tower on 123.0.
123.0 for Cessna 7 India Tango.
It's been on heading for the last 10 minutes.
Duke 6 Yankee Quebec, contact New York Center on 125.325.
But this is, yeah, there's something very odd
Duke 6 Yankee Quebec.
broken in the aeroplane. Obviously we're going to be coming in visually to Newcastle, but like I said, we'll wait till we're 20 miles out to give them a shout on the radio. What frequencies do we have for Wilmington? Com Tower 126. It's getting worse, look. It's quite funny. I wonder if we cycle the auto. Look at that. I wonder if we cycle the autopilot, if it'll fix itself. Yeah, it will, look. How bizarre. It was almost like changing heading caused it to do it.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo, Echo Kilo McGuire approach, contact Philadelphia approach on 123.8.
Contacting Philadelphia approach 123.8, TBM Bravo Echo Kilo. Good day.
Departure station.
Philadelphia approach, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo with you 2,500 feet en route to Castle, Wilmington.
TBM Golf Juliet Bravo, Echo Kilo, Philadelphia approach. Good morning, Lumberton, altimeter 29904.
That's still correct.
Departure American 1314, request IFR clearance to Bermuda. Clear to Bermuda as departure, fly radar vectors to Woodstown, then as filed, climb departure runway 9 left.
It's doing
yes,
it again,
climb to 4000,
slowly starting
squawk,
to turn.
3716.
There's a bug. It's a good one.
Number 172 Delta Bravo, Whiskey,
yeah, look at that.
200.
So if we turn this off,
Skyhawk November 172 Delta Bravo, Philadelphia approach, radar contact.
it's putting a spurious rudder input
Stationary
in,
2
isn't
Oscar
it?
Whiskey contact, Philadelphia departure on 123.8.
So if you keep an eye on that, it will slowly start to put right rudder in. It's doing it now, look. Oh my word.
Philadelphia departure, stationary 2 Oscar Whiskey 0.
Obviously cycling the autopilot stops it doing it.
Stationary 2 Oscar Whiskey, radar contact.
It's getting worse and worse. Ends up side slipping itself. We don't really mind, we're almost there. So should we see if we can call show information for Newcastle. Tower was 126. So it's not showing up in SayIntentions yet, but there's nothing to stop us doing it. Actually, we need to go back to centre, to be honest. Let's just do that. 13545. No, not centre. Philadelphia approach. Approach. TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo. Cancelling flight following.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved. Bravo Echo Kilo. Good day.
Departure Musketeer 5 Yankee India 2000 for 4000.
Musketeer 5 Yankee India, radar contact. VFR altitudes.
Up to 2000, Musketeer 5 Yankee India.
So now we want the frequency.
Citation 4 Lima Whiskey contact. Philadelphia departure on 123.8.
12600.
123.8. Citation 4 Lima Whiskey.
Citation 4 Lima Whiskey, radar contact.
Newcastle Tower, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo approaching from the east, requesting full stop landing.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, you have not been cleared into the Bravo airspace. Exit the Bravo immediately. Once clear, advise when ready to copy phone number for possible pilot deviation.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, enter left downwind for runway 14.
That's because we flew into the Bravo airspace. This area around Philadelphia International, we shouldn't be in it. So, but then Wilmington came in, enter left downwind runway 14. So let's have a look. So we want to go this side. So we want to fly 320 degrees past the airport. Yeah. So what we'll do. Okay, the simulator's now gone wrong. I can't get back to the simulator. Wonderful. Can if you do it that way. I wonder if that's a symptom of the autopilot bug. So at the moment, we want to cut across. Now we need to get out of this Bravo airspace to begin with. So let's go a 30-degree left turn. That's one of the wonderful things they've introduced in SayIntentions is the, you know, adherence to airspaces, which is obviously is another thing for people to learn. And obviously I cut the route. If we'd used flight following all the way in, that wouldn't have happened, because they would have, you know, shepherded me through the airspace. That wind is really pushing us around. So let's put the head tracking on. Coming in towards Wilmington. So what we're doing here is we're going to turn in a moment, in a few miles time, and then turn 320 and do the left pan around to runway 14. So have we got any visual references to do that by? I guess the turnpike
Skyhawk
road.
3 Alpha Zulu, contact departure.
It's not too obvious from the air, is it? It looks great on the map, but you can't see it so easily on the air. Is this it here? So yeah, where the bridge goes across the road is a good a marker as any. It goes across the water, I mean. So we'll follow the bridge at 320 degrees. There's the airfield. So if we drop this down to 1,500 feet along the way, is that? It's the pulsing, isn't it? There we go. Then they're on solid. So let's go and change our course round to the runway direction, just so we've got a visual reference while we're turning. Still descending to 1,500. We'll get the speed under control soon. So we'll turn right over the bridge to the reciprocal of the runway direction. Oh, we're climbing. Didn't mean to do that.
Infinity 5021, contact departure. 2 Delta Golf, contact departure.
Hold a departure for 2 Delta Golf, see ya.
So we'll look at that on the map, see what it looks like. That's interesting, isn't it? Look. So there's 320. Yeah, we're roughly in the right place. Cut it across a little bit maybe. Yeah, you can see the runway over there now, look. Parallel to us.
Tyburn Bravo Echo Kilo, winds 180 at 7, runway 14, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 14, TBM Bravo Echo Kilo. See the flaps extending there.
$500.
I say it's a shame you can't see the yoke. I'm having to saw away at it a little bit here to make it stay on the centre line. It's a bit windy. There we go. Cool, it's got strong brakes. It's amazing they haven't handed us over to ground. Do you know what? I'm going to give SayIntentions a rest. We could go and hand over to ground now. We're at Newcastle Airport. Let's do it. So let's see if they send us on any sort of crazy wild goose chase. So yeah, it said contact ground here, but it didn't actually say it out loud. There's something going wrong here. Look. So is it Newcastle? Yeah. Newcastle ground, TBM Golf Juliet Bravo Echo Kilo requesting a taxi to general aviation parking. The warnings come up because we're in beta.
TBM Bravo Echo Kilo, taxi to Park Stand 52 via Hotel Foxtrot. Have a good day.
Taxi via Hotel Foxtrot, Bravo Echo Kilo, good day. So we're going to pay no attention to them and just go and park with the other aeroplanes because we want to. There seems to be a few collisions with static aeroplanes. I have to say, Living World is in alpha. at the moment. They are still working hard on all this sort of stuff. So you're seeing aeroplanes sometimes spawning in on top of each other and things like that on the ground. But it's getting better every week at the moment. Getting better and better. I should go and park next door to this bonanza over here. Parking brake on. And let's go and watch the propeller slow down from outside, see if there's any nice animations for it. Very cool. So back in the cockpit, let's go and turn some things off, shall we? Before the batteries go flat. So landing lights off, nav strobe lights off, gyros can come back off, ignition off. We'll leave the switches up there off for the moment. All of the autopilot modes can come back off. The bleed air off. Fuel selector off, auxiliary boost pumps off, autopilot master power off, radio master off, pitot heaters off. I think we're pretty much there. Oh, EFIS off. And obviously everything's lit up like a Christmas tree because there's no power to anything anymore. And there we go, cold and dark. So I think, if I remember correctly, this all works nicely on this aeroplane, so you can open the doors. I don't think it'll throw you out like the Asobo planes do. So you can then see this from outside with the door open, which is quite cool. So there we go. A little flight in the TBM 850. You can see it has got some bugs then around guidance. On heading mode it seemed to start to squirrel itself sideways with applying rudder against the wind and ending up in a side slip all the time, which was interesting, but hopefully they'll get that fixed fairly swiftly. But otherwise, really lovely to have the 850 back in the simulator. Great fun. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.